Hello, you legendary friends. I'm with the wonderful Bernie Davies. How are you tonight, Bernie?
Oh, I'm wonderful, Ed. So where's your I have my cup of coffee. Where's yours? It's morning
I
here.
I've destroyed mine, and
Oh,
and actually because in about 2.5 hours, because of course it's what is it 8 a.m. in the UK right now? Is it 8 a.m.?
yeah, it's just gone 8 a.m. Well, we were
Yeah,
having a good natter pre-broadcast, so it might even be closer to half eight.
it is. It is. It is. No, it's 5:23 p.m. in Sydney, Australia right now, and
Oh,
we've got a few people watching. I just want to say big wave to everyone watching. Make sure you smash that like,
hello.
share, and comment. And Bernie, tell us all about you. What have you been up to?
Oh gosh, Ed, so many things I've been up to, but I think the most exciting one is my new program. My new online program, Awaken Your Inner Genius. I remember we had a chat, didn't we, before, Ed, about what if you're going to say one thing. You remember the day you asked me, Bernie, if you're going to say one thing that you actually do, because I see you do a lot of stuff, how will you just narrow it down? And I remember thinking about it. I said, you know what, I think it's actually awaken what's inside of people, tapping into that genius, tapping into that talent that is actually there, but it's not just quite there. And so I use coaching, training, mentoring. I help you to if you're an author, I help you to bring your books to life, and I publish. But actually, what I'm really doing is bringing to the fore what you have inside of you, helping you to tap into that and showcase it on a global platform, and then become a sought after thought leader. So I thought, you know what, I've been doing this all along, and there's so many hours in the day, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know that one well.
So I thought, you know what, why not do something that people can access? They can use it in their own time. They can do it, step back, think, journal, do a bit of a coursework, because there's coursework, there's a teacher in me. My mother was a university professor, so
Yeah.
so you get coursework, right? But it's all about challenging yourself, yes, and bringing the best bit of you out. So another question you asked me as well, Ed, is who is it for? You've been good though, Ed. You asked some really good questions. Who is it for? And I thought about it and I said, you know what? Well, it's not for somebody who isn't doing something already. If you are somebody that is doing stuff, you have a really good product. You know what you're about. Yes? And you have a message, but somehow you're not getting quite to the audience you'd really like to reach.
Which used to happen to me. And just quickly, if I can interrupt, Inactivation and Kemi Adekumbi. Inactivation just said, Edward, didn't you have a coffee this afternoon? And then Annette says, Bernie is awesome. So hello from Annette.
Oh, thank you, Annette. Oh, Annette, right back at you, girl. You are incredible. Yeah, you are one of those people that's not in that position, Annette. Because you are being recognized as a thought leader. Definitely. And that's what we're talking about, Ed. You and that's the tribe that you have built, Ed. Yeah, that's your tribe. And what I'm trying to do in this side of the world is help those people who are just there, but not quite there, because they know what they're about, but people are not really recognizing, or the people that they want to recognize, how much of a thought leader they are, and to use their talent and their expertise to the best level and on a global platform. Then those are the people they want to reach. So my core program is, how do you get that clarity, get that confidence to tap into your right marketplace? How do you, first of all, find that uniqueness in yourself? How do you actually know who you really are? Because sometimes you have a good idea, but you don't really have it on. I didn't know either myself. It's my own life journey. This course is really based on what I've learned tripping along the way of my own life and getting it right over and over.
And just on that note, Bernie, and Kemi Adekumbi says hello as well. We love you, Kemi Adekumbi. Yeah. Now, on that note then, and I want to ask you this question is, how did you, I suppose, whittle it down? How did you go from broad to specific? How did you get there, and what steps did you go through?
Oh, gosh. Well, first of all, it takes a lot of thought, and that is what this program is asking you to do. You got to stop. You got to consider. You got to look at the facts. Look at your success pattern and look at the thing that always repeatedly tripped you up. That's starting to give you some indication as to where you need to maximize. So if you know there are things you do really, really well, how about now we focus on those things? How about we ensure that be what we create authentically, not copying anybody. No, I can never be Ed. I could use his phrases. I could say, "Hey, you gorgeous friends." It's not going to sound the same as when Ed says it in his Australian voice, not himself. Yeah.
No, you're better. I love the Bernie Davies swag. You got swag, and that's cool.
We got to keep to ourselves. So I'm a Jamaican woman with a Jamaican accent. I've been living in the United Kingdom for 21 years, and I still have my accent because I could not, do an accent. If it to save my life, I would die. Right? So it's a good thing. It saved me from
a legendary accent.
I know, but it saved me from trying to fit in because I couldn't do it anyway. So I just had to be me. Right? I had to just show up as me. And, I love my nails all glittery and whatever. I am not going to change that for anybody. I love my color. I love my, you talked about my lipstick when I came on. I'm all about, it's just who I am. I didn't pretend and say, oh, I'm going to start wearing these funny lipsticks. I'm going to start doing these things because I want to be noticed. You would look like, and I would start to feel like inside, like, those kids who are going to Sunday school and they dressed up in, they put them on in the ties and you see them squirming. Yeah, ridiculous. You're squirming in somebody else's brand. You got to find who you are. Work your own brand out of that self-discovery. And it takes time. And, I like in the program, there are specific steps that you get that will help you and take you on that journey to discovering who you are so you can create that strong brand that's authentic, that actually makes your coaching service or your speaking delivery or your training or your IT or your fitness program, whatever that is that you offer, it then takes on you, the essence of you, and it attracts people to you and then to your service. Then they start talking about it because you're not just a fitness instructor. You are somebody who makes them feel good when they see you. When they, because it's simple thing. How do you make people feel? If you're somebody who, when people see you, they are so excited and happy to see you. Like every time I see Ed on the screen, and and people like Emmy and Annette and so on, when I see them on the screen, I smile. Yes,
on it.
So you want to hear what they're doing. You want to know more about what Annette's doing. You want to hear more about what Emmy is doing. You want to hear more about what Justine is doing. You want to hear more about it. And you hear all these people that I'm talking about. Do you know who they represent, who they reflect? Ed. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. When you stand in your truth, you then start to build your own tribe that look and sound and seem to act like you, but they're not pretending, because it's deep calling to deep. You're bringing your tribe, you're attracting your own kind, and that's how you do business.
Just on that, and I'm talking about my older self here, and a lot of people are feeling like this. What if you've been for so long, like you're a corporate, for example, you've been living someone else's life for so long, you don't know who you are. What do you say to people that really don't know who they are? What's the first step? Besides, obviously, subscribing, buying your program is the first step. But once I bought your program, what's the next step that you say to those people who are really stuck in someone else's identity?
It has to be examination. You've got to examine yourself. And you've got to, there's a process that I take you through that takes you back.
Oof.
Because why did you start taking on somebody else's personality? Why? Is it that you didn't have any clue as to who you are? Or was it that you did know exactly who you were, but you didn't like it?
Oof.
You didn't think it was good enough? So you thought, oh, I'm going to be that person. Yes. In order to fit in, I'm going to be like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like that. And before you know it, you are a shadow of your former self.
Yeah.
You're unhappy. You're suffering anxiety. You don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
You've fallen out of love with your business. Something that you absolutely loved. Yes. If you are that person, then you need to stop.
Ooh, stop. It's time to stop.
Yeah. Stop, think, go back. Let's fix it. You know that saying that says, you make your bed, you lie in it? Nonsense. Yeah. If you made your bed, you can unmake that bed, roughly take that duvet off, change it. Because you made the bed in the first place.
You can just throw your bed out. You can set fire to it. You can...
or you can just change the sheets. I'm not telling you, I'm not about trying to change you. No, I'm trying to find you, help you find you. So I ain't choking that bed up. But we probably need to change it. We need to change the sheets. We need to change how you've been thinking. We need to get in that mindset. We need you to find out why it is that you've got yourself lost in translation. Yes. So that's where we start first. We go back. We analyze things. We find out what the root causes are. What loss it is that you suffered, that you're still limping along. What dead thing are you carrying on your back? If you carry something dead on your back, it's going to infect you. You know, that's a traditional way to kill people, to put something dead on their back. Yeah, tight on their back and they run around, they're dead. Yeah. They die. No, you don't walk around with them. See, if that it happens, chuck it off. Things happen. Move on. Right? Also, a lot of people are afraid of success. Sometimes you ask yourself, oh, success. How do you feel about success? It's one of the things that we talk about. And you think, oh, what kind of question is that? Of course I feel good about success. Newsflash. Not everybody feels good about success. Do you know why?
I think I'm scared of success. I get it.
A lot of people are scared of success. Do you know why? Because of that dead thing called imposter syndrome.
Yeah, it's poison.
They felt they tricked their way into the success.
Yeah.
They felt, no. If you ever really knew, you wouldn't have really given me this. I just kind of just lucked out and got this. That's what they tell themselves. And so they keep feeling they're going to lose it. So success is scary. They don't want to lose it. So they self-sabotage. So before they even get to the place that they really could get on their road to true success, they self-sabotage. So that's what we do. First of all, we are going to fix the mindset. We're going to get into you. We're going to help you find you. Know yourself and embrace what I call your you print. Yes? And when you do that, warts and all, then you start walking in your power.
Yes.
Yes? Then we start to fight off the bully, life's bullies. Oh, yeah. The bully of other people's opinions. Yeah. No, of course, when it goes through the world thinking nobody knows anything. I know it all. Don't get me wrong. Ed and I talk all the time and I listen to his advice. I don't think I know everything, even though I know a lot. But we never know everything. Yeah. But I'm talking about the people that always find something wrong with you without even getting a chance to know you.
Toxic people.
Take them off. Take them out of your tribe. And here's another.
I really hate toxic people, Bernie. They really. I've declared open season on toxic people, as you can tell by some of my polls on LinkedIn.
Yeah, man.
Open season on toxic people.
I know. We're gonna out them and put them out.
Find them, destroy them, crush them.
Oh no, I won't crush them. I won't go that far.
Block and delete.
I'll just leave them out of my world. Yeah. You know, the other thing as well, guys, if you are in a room, yes, and you are not a little bit challenged, if you don't have to think hard to actually, make an impact, you're probably in the wrong room.
Yeah.
Because what you've got to do as well is you've got to surround yourself with people that will challenge you.
Yes.
Yes. People that will bring out the best in you. But then also you need to have people in your room who you can give to as well. Because giving, you want to get a good dose of self-confidence. You want to get a good dose of feel good. Do something good for somebody.
Oh, legendary. Also, quick one as well. Justine Rosabella Jimenez on LinkedIn says, such an amazing and sensational conversation. So Justine says hello.
Oh, thank you, Justine. Oh, like I said, when I see you on LinkedIn, I smile. You guys are just awesome. Thanks, Justin. You are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I was just going to say, anyone watching, be it people watching the live, please like, share, and comment, or they're watching the recording, which is the most likely scenario.
Yes.
Can they add you on LinkedIn and start connecting with you and talking to you that way?
Oh, God, yes. Yes, yes. Please do connect with me on LinkedIn, because what I want to do is to continue the conversation, because as I am going along, I'm learning as well. We learn from each other. We grow with each other. We go together or not at all is one of my mantras. Yes. So yes, please do, because you might not necessarily need my program, but you might know somebody who would. Yes.
I actually think a lot of people watching would need your program.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of people, because my program is not for people who are not already doing well. It is for people who are doing well, but they just feel there's just that little thing that I just need to get some clarity on. There's just that other level that I'd like to get to. I'd like to get into a certain realm. Yes, say for example you're operating on a level where you are B2C, but you think, I want to get into those corporates. I want to get into government agencies. I want universities, banks, looking to me as a thought leader. How do you do that, Bernie? I can help you, because I've done that over and over. Yeah,
you don't heaps. You've conquered banks and universities. You just kick the door in and storm the room and take over the place. I love it.
And you know what that is? That imagery is.
So suck on this.
Am I GI Jane?
Yeah, I can see it happening. You're like,
that's such an imagery. But I thought, I'm a GI Jane. But I don't know about the GI Jane.
No, you're British. You're not GI Jane. That's American. What's the British version?
But you know what? What's a British woman? I don't know. Who's a British woman that they have as a powerful woman?
The new 007 is, what's her name?
Yeah, but that's a man. 007. Is it 007 woman?
I didn't see it, but in the latest 007, 007 got replaced by that legendary British lady, I think. Or is she American? She might be American.
You know what? That's a shit. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on in life. I didn't even know that. Ed, you know what's going on.
I haven't seen the film yet, though.
There's a woman 007 now.
Yeah, so I haven't seen the Bond film, so there's no spoilers. But in the latest Bond film, which I haven't seen, I've just been busy. Yeah. My understanding is that Bond gets in a lot of trouble and loses his 007 classification.
Oh, and
yeah, and that legendary lady takes the 007 title off him.
Yeah, I'm that girl.
There you go.
I'll take it.
It's great. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I totally dig where you're going and what you do. And I got to say, you've absolutely, kicked butt for a long time. What are some of your key bits of advice and words of wisdom you want to give to our fans to really awaken their inner genius? What are some tips off the top of your head you want to give to people right now?
Yeah. Well, I might seem like I'm repeating myself, but it's really all about you. So one of the tips is you've got to be in control at all times. But here's the kicker. It's not of other people and other things. It's of this. Yeah. That space between your two ears. you've got to be in control of what you allow to visit and have tea with you.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that come into that mind space and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
There are home invaders. You open the door to the wrong person and they come in and they are not leaving. It's the same and even worse with your mind.
Yeah.
Yes? Because in the real world, you send somebody comes in, you can't get rid of them, you can call the police. But when we're talking about your mind, you've got to
kick him out.
Yeah, you've got to. So the first thing I always say that the first 5 minutes you wake up in the morning are the most important 5 minutes of the entire day, because that is where the battlefield of the mind is most active.
It is.
Yes. And he who wins that battle takes the spoils.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I'm not giving the spoils of war to anybody. Go on.
On a note of irony, so I got to do my Zoom, like a big Zoom after this time, our big weekly Zoom. I actually slept for an hour or two before speaking to you. I like doing that because I can.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, it was actually felt like the morning. You know, sometimes you sleep in the afternoon and you sleep so well, it feels like you're starting a new day. I had that well-rested feeling. And it's funny, actually. I had that experience. I had a few weird dreams. For some reason, I was dreaming about Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap. Don't ask me why, right? You know, Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula. Anyway, I was just dreaming about. I love Scott Bakula. I was just dreaming about Scott Bakula, and I woke up and I was like, I was just thinking some weird stuff, like just about Quantum Leap and Scott Bakula, and I had to get my head in the game and think. I'm thinking about Bernie Davies, and it was funny. Whenever you wake up, your brain just does weird things, doesn't it? Like today, I just got Scott Bakula in my head for whatever reason.
I know. You wake up in the morning, right? And you adjust your mind and you think, oh yeah, okay, so I'm here. I'm in my bed or whichever bed you are, right? I'm up. This is me, yeah. And then immediately it starts to fashion in your mind, unless you're thinking about Bakula. You start to think, that thing that person said, that project that I have to work on next week that I'm nowhere near to, this deadline I have, that challenge, that client I didn't get, and then before you know it, it's all negative. The fear comes in. You start to envision all sorts of things, and you've gotten yourself off on the back foot. So I always say, when you wake up in the morning,
there we go. Bakula, just in case anyone doesn't know.
It's not a bad person to come in your mind, though, is it?
There you go. So, I mean, for whatever reason, I've been thinking about Scott Bakula. There he is.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I dream about Scott Bakula. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, so what you got to do is capture your thoughts. Yeah? Because when you capture your thoughts and take control of your mind and your thinking, when something comes at you, you're not knee-jerk reacting.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not second guessing yourself. You're not losing your confidence. Confidence is the other thing, and it's all about what you tell yourself. Remind yourself of the things that you've achieved and own the things that you cannot do, and put in place strategies to support that, because we're not perfect. Yes, if you maximize and pay more attention to the good that you can do and enhance that, you don't have time to worry about the things you can't do well. And nobody even sees the things you can't do well. There are so many things I can't do well, but I'm doing the few things I can do well so good and so often that nobody notices that I'm rubbish at these other things.
Yeah. It's like that whole work on your weaknesses thing. Stupid. Yeah. Stupid. Whoever came up with that is stupid.
And then we talk about the things that, another thing I talk about is the various, everybody has a glass ceiling. Us women like to think, the glass ceiling belongs to us. It's like it's our birthright. No, glass ceilings are there for us all. And what is that thing that is keeping you? That thing that you every time you get to that point, you go back to start. You go back to base.
Yeah.
You can't seem to get past it. That's another thing we will deal with in my program. How you get past your glass ceiling. How do you also engage with your right audience, emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
Yes. How you leverage your social capital. Yes, Ed and I were talking before this session. I do not have hundreds of thousands of followers. I am nowhere near I took grasp of those things. But you know what? As we talked, I have quality in my
quality.
life, but I also have learned how to leverage this social capital that I have. People who have a lot of followers in your world. Think about it. But how do you relate to these people? And I'm not saying now, oh, let me go and sidle up against somebody with 100,000 followers. So I can, no, it won't work because it will be so obvious.
Just interrupt. The legendary Agnes Software says hello. She's watching on Facebook. Lovely to see you here, Bernie.
Oh, my love. Oh,
Agnes Software says hello.
Oh, Agnes, you're amazing. You know that we talked recently. Yes, legend you are indeed. Yes.
Now she's a dangerous woman. She's a woman you definitely want as an ally. She's someone who kicks a door in and storms a room. We love Agnes.
She's amazing. She's going to be one of my speakers at my Global Women's Conference. Yeah.
And you have good taste for picking up Agnes.
Listen, man, that's one of my skills. I know a good person when I see them. I don't walk past good. I'm very good at detecting greatness.
Yes. Now, and I got to say, you've been kicking butt, Bernie, and I'm so excited that your program's coming out. So just for our sake of friends around the world, if you're interested in Bernie's program, add her on LinkedIn, say hello, and Bernie, you'll send them the link on Teachable, or whatever the case is.
Yes, definitely. And also, I do have a bonus module in the program for people who are launching, because I know, like I said, some people are doing well, but you can be doing well, but you want to launch as well. And if you're going to be launching a new business, there are certain things you need to think about.
Gotcha.
Yeah?
Gotcha.
So launching a new business, there's that for you as well. If you think if you're a startup.
And Agnes just says, Agnes Software says, you are amazing, Bernie. Thank you for the compliments. Edwards, you're awesome. Blue heart. Well, I don't know. Actually, in fact, let's talk about Agnes for the moment. What are 3 things you love about Agnes, Bernie?
Well, first of all, how she shows up.
Yes.
Yeah. You can tell a lot about somebody and how they show up. Yes. Always, if I am going to have a chat with Agnes online, she's always on time, and she's always dressed as if she's going to be meeting somebody special.
I reckon she wakes up like that. I reckon she must wake up like that, Agnes.
I know, and I feel like, she's made the effort for me, and that makes me feel special. Yes. She also is somebody who knows exactly what she wants to achieve.
Yeah, very clear lady and focused.
She has clarity as to what she wants to achieve. And she's also aware of where she needs support.
Oof.
And that's a true talent, right? That is that is what I help people to do. Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you know where you want to go and you know what you need to get there, you're on your way.
Here, Bernie.
You're on your way. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. And she knows her lane.
Yes.
So important. You got to know your lane.
Yeah.
We're not here to save the world. We can't fix everything for all men, which is what we talked about in the beginning.
I used to be really bad at not staying in my own lane. I'm good at it now. Now I'm just influencer me, but I used to be terrible. And I tell you what, when you don't stay in your own lane, that really can screw up your gameplay in no time. And I used to be really bad at that, really bad.
Exactly. So Agnes is about sickle cell. She has a true story, and that's the whole thing. When you're basing what you do on something that means something to you, on your passion, on making a difference, yes, then that is what actually keeps you on the right path. It keeps you going when you have challenges, because you remember why you were doing it in the first place. And a lot of us lose sight of that, and that's one of the steps within the program, that the sections of the program that I work on with you, is really going back to why you started, or figuring out why you want to do this.
Yeah, let's go.
What is the real passion behind it? Because if you do not have a real passion and it's only about making money, when the challenges come, you are going to give in.
And customers can see through that. Customers can, like, one reason why people like us is people know we're passionate about helping people become influencers, and likewise, they can see your passion. People know when you're just doing it for the money, you don't really care, and people just will hate you. They just won't hire you. They can see that from a mile away. They just hate it. Rightfully so. I hate it too. I hate people that don't actually care about your outcomes. They just want to get into your credit card. I hate them. Hate them.
Yeah, and don't be afraid, guys, to walk away from a prospective client.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going just for the money, you will take any client, and not every client is for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
newsflash! Not every client is your client. Exactly. Yeah. So it helps you when you have a true. I would say, what's the word? You know exactly. You have integrity. Integrity about what you offer. So when you have certain proposals that come to you, and if it doesn't sit well with you, you can walk away from it with your head held high, because some projects can take you down. And I know a lot of you will be saying, oh my God, that's true. A lot of us have gone through and are now struggling with certain losses in the past because we didn't do what I'm telling you now. We didn't walk away. We had that deep feeling, this doesn't quite sit with me, but I need the money.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. Oh, Bernie, legendary. So, Bernie, I got to say to our fans watching from around the world, if you're on live, smash that like, share, and comment and say hello.
Yes.
If you're watching the recording, reach out to myself and Bernie anytime. Bernie, what are some of your closing thoughts you want to leave with our legendary fans from across the world? Closing thoughts to you, Bernie.
Now is the time.
Now's the time.
Listen, now is the time to dream that dream. Get that vision out. Write it down. Because listen, there is power when you write something down. You get it out of here and you get it. It becomes real to you. So if there's something that you really are thinking about doing, get it from your head. Write it down. Yes. Get the right people around you. Share it with them. Get your own personal advisory board. Get your own, I'll tell you all in my program. I tell you all about how you work that. But everyone can have their own personal advisory board. Yeah, you get that through your accountability partners. Now is the time to do it. We've just come out of a pandemic. We are in the post-pandemic economy. Anything is possible. If anything, the pandemic taught us is that anything is possible. Yeah, in a negative way. Hey, now is anything is possible in a positive way. We can now do it, but time is ticking. The clock is ticking. We do not know how much time we have to get that thing done. So let's now do it.
Bernie, love your work. And I got to say, big thank you. I know you're a busy lady and you're off to do some crazy stuff today, being the morning in the UK. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Yes, I'm very pleased. Yes, I have a lot of work to do today because tomorrow I'm off for my anniversary. I'm just going to put that personal plug. My lovely husband, we have a wedding anniversary. We're off and for 5 days. But listen, do not come and burgle my house. So we did cybersecurity yesterday, and I said, do not announce on social media that you're going to be away for 5 days. Yeah. My son will be here. So, thieves, my house is going to be occupied.
And your son works out. And he's got a son's a good looking guy. But Bernie, in all seriousness, thank you so much. And to our fans across the world, connect with Bernie, see what she has to offer. And Bernie, just want to say thank you from all of us, and we appreciate you.
And you know what, Ed, I want to say thank you. Thank you on behalf of all the people that are watching, on behalf of all the people that you love and support. I do not know. You told me you slept earlier on. I can't believe that you actually sleep with all of what you give to us. So I've got to say thank you.
And also to Agnes Software says, enjoy yourself, Bernie. Great guest, Edward's ear. Red love heart.
Thank you.
Love your work, everyone. Bye, everyone. Keep up the winning. You rock, Bernie.